Yeah. They have what's known as international crime, a grave breach of international laws, such as genocide or a crime against humanity, made a punishable offense by treaties, or applicable rules of customary international law. An international crime occurs when three conditions are satisfied. The criminal norm must derive either from a treaty concluded under international law or customary international law must have direct binding force on individuals without intermediate provisions of municipal law. Without the intermediate provisions. Yes, the provisions must be made for the prosecution of acts penalized by international law in accordance with the principle of universal jurisdiction. So that's the international character of the crime. My prosecution before the International Criminal Court. Just looking through that old 224 drive. I thought that the disappearing of citizens, yes, where you have me arrested for cyber stalking without me actually seeing what email address the email was from, because anybody could have sent an email if they put my name in it as a sender. Yes. And then the thought of me being in Port Angeles when I wasn't in Brennan. Now, I know this 3421 child abuse and neglect prevention guide. I sent that about a year ago. Did you get a copy of it? Because when you issue a traffic citation so that you can get paid for a show, so that individual private citizens can interfere in the function of the government of the United States of America, so that you can neglect my sons and abuse them, having them in the wrong grades. The Child Abuse, Neglect, and Exploitation Prevention Guide. Ooh. Each school principal shall develop and implement an instructional program that will teach students how to recognize the factors that may cause people to abuse others. Yes. Do you think it's abusive for my sons to graduate in the after? Now, for every school principal, that is legally and professionally liable for the knowledge of them being in the wrong grades, I think I can sue you for the actual violating of the. I know. It is abusive and neglectful to children to have them in the wrong grades. Oops. Child Protective Services, Department of Social and Health Services. It's one of these where when I don't get the attention of the actual employees of the government that are all mandatory reporters, I begin to look at international obligations on the part of treaties, conventions, and agreements. Yes. Now, well, you can't disappear citizens. You can't just say, well, somebody was in Sequim, Washington, and we're going to put them in a mental health evaluation. You can't say that I was in Brennan when I wasn't. Poach. You can't say that I sent emails to third parties that I didn't send. And you can't keep me on trial and say I'm delusional for not knowing where the fuck I was on that day. Poach. Now, when you think about it, oh my gosh. I'm thinking we are going to have some international crimes. Now, you probably noticed this is the money drive. Yes. I put all four of those folders in there. Yes. The forced disappearance of children. Oh, for the Marines that thought I was being a little overactive yesterday. And I thought, well, the military's involvement in the forced disappearance of my sons because of the violating of the laws of the United States could put generals and admirals in front of the International Crime Court. So, well, I know. You're General XYZ of the stupid fucking Marines.